Basically, all right, an argumentative essay is basically like a debate. So the essay topic is that you guys will be given for an argumentative essay is going to be a controversial topic. Okay, a controversial issue, an issue that is debatable, an issue that people don't easily agree on. That is the kind of topic that argumentative essays are about. So in an argumentative essay, you have the option to speak for a topic, for a notion, or against. Let me give an example. Social media is beneficial for the society, or you might think that social media is harmful for the society. So the topic will be something like this. Some people believe the social media has changed our lives for the better. Others believe that social media is detrimental for our society. Yes, that is one of the detriments it brings to the society. So others believe that social media is detrimental for the society. Take a position and explain why you believe this to be the case. All right. So this is basically what the prompt is going to be like. So you might start like this. So what we're going to do is, when you're doing the introduction, there are two parts that you can, there are two parts to this. First, you rephrase the prompt. You take the prompt, you rephrase it. You write it in your own words. And then what you do is you put a thesis statement. What is a thesis statement? What is the thesis statement? Yes, you take a position. What is your position? Your position is, I believe that social media is detrimental for the society. Or you can say, in this essay, I will argue that social media is detrimental for the society. There goes your introduction. So introduction has two parts. So first you rephrase the prompt. And then the other thing you do is have a thesis statement, write the thesis statement. Then comes the body, which is your actual essay. So if you say social media is detrimental for the society, you talk about how it is detrimental for the society, right? So preferably, if you have, let's say, two paragraphs, paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. In paragraph 1, you talk about one point, one way in which it is detrimental. In paragraph 2, you pick another point and then work on it. All right? So let's give an example. Social media is a waste of time. This can be one point. You can talk about how it is a waste of time, how it is affecting the youth, how they could have spent their time better, doing something more productive. Or you can, after you're done writing paragraph 1, you can write another paragraph. What is another disadvantage of using social media or drawback of using social media? You guys tell me. Let me just change markers in that case. No, it's the marker's fault. I blame the marker. Okay, sure. Introduction. Rephrase. The prompt. Then you write a thesis statement. Okay? Social media is a waste of time. I hope this is readable.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Another drawback of it is addictive. Social media can be addictive. Addictive and it makes us lazy. Okay, fine. Social media. is addictive and it can make us lazy. Okay, so these are, look, there are many points. You guys already said cyberbullying and so on and so forth. It takes, social media takes away our privacy. There are many problems, but you guys don't have to write everything in the world. Pick 2 points that you want to work on. If you want to work with cyberbullying, if you want to write about cyberbullying, make this paragraph about cyberbullying. If you want to make it about privacy, make this paragraph about privacy. Dedicate an entire topic to 1 paragraph. Do you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Don't just fill the essay with all these ideas, cyberbullying, this. Don't write about all these things. So you get the 2 paragraphs, right? Paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. And then what you might do is have a 3rd paragraph. And in this paragraph, what you do is you anticipate the other side of the argument. আমার বিপক্ষে কি বলতে পারে আসলে মানুষ, এটা অ্যান্টিসিপেট করবেন, এটা হচ্ছে এক্সপেক্ট করবেন. You're going to write, a lot of people believe that social media brings many benefits. They argue this. However, so here's, as a general rule, and there are no rules for writing essays, right? As a general rule, one topic for paragraph 1, 1 topic for paragraph 2, or you can have 2 topics for paragraph 2, 2 topics for paragraph 1. Keep it within 4, because if you add more topics, you will have to explain those topics, right? And your essay will become very big.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. So we don't want you to write a huge essay. The word limit is 250 to 300 words. Maybe 350 words, 300 to 350 words. Okay? At most. It's not going to be more than 350 words. So given the size of your essay, please go on.
Sorry for interrupting. When will we count the words? From when we will count them?
What do you mean?
You told us that it should be around 250 words. How? জায়গা থেকে হচ্ছে word count করে দিব.
From the beginning to end?
Introduction থেকে.
Yes.
Body part.
No, introduction. Okay, so paragraph 3 is about anticipating the other person's argument, the other side's argument, and then having a counter argument. তার আর্গুমেন্টটা কি সেটা আপনি অ্যান্টিসিপেট করবেন, তো সেটা সম্পর্কে একটু লিখবেন এবং বলবেন, আপনি একটা কাউন্টার আর্গুমেন্ট দিবেন. However, okay, however, this is not very common. The benefits are not very common, the disadvantages are more prevalent. Overall, then you can have a conclusion. The conclusion will be the summary of your entire essay, in particular the body. The conclusion will be summary of the essay, or you can say summary of the body basically. And you need a concluding statement. So it's like with an example. Okay. For example, while some argue that social media has made our lives more entertaining. Entertaining. Yes, we can talk about that as well. Entertaining. Our lives cannot be knowledgeable, but has made us knowledgeable, you might. Okay, while some argue that social media has made us more knowledgeable. This is Not necessarily the case. The case. Since the widespread access to knowledge means that we value it less. We value it less. Okay? Turn their argument in your favor. অপোজিশনের যে আর্গুমেন্টটা ওটা আপনার নিজের বেনিফিটের জন্য ব্যবহার করবেন, আপনার থিসিসের জন্য ব্যবহার করবেন, রাইট? So the opposing argument might be, well, social media has made us more knowledgeable, but the fact that there is so much information on social media means that you don't value the information that is given to you. You just go through it, scroll through it, look at the information, and you forget. You don't remember it. It has no value to you. As opposed to if you were really after knowledge. In the past there was a time when apprentice. You guys understand the concept of apprentice? What is an apprentice?
Who write the history.
Apprentice. Who knows apprentice? What an apprentice is?
Master and student.
Exactly.
Master and student relationship.
Exactly. An apprentice was somebody who worked under a master to learn the trade.
Yeah.
Okay? Usually one master had 2 or 3 apprentices, or maybe 1 apprentice. So the master used to make the apprentice work a lot. Give the apprentice lots of work. The apprentice did all this work, all these chores for him. And at the end, the master gave him maybe 2-3 words of knowledge. But you see that those 2-3 words of knowledge is what the apprentice came for. He hung on to those 2-3 words. All right, and basically he chewed it, digested it, did whatever he could with those 2-3 words of knowledge, because it was valuable. Okay, you see, when something is very scarce, when something is not easy to come by, you value it more. যেটা সহজে পাওয়া যায় না ওই জিনিসটা আমরা বেশি ভ্যালু করি. All right, because oxygen is available, because water is available, we don't value it. Okay, if tomorrow we have a water crisis, we will value water. We will stop wasting water like we do. Same thing with social media. So much information, we don't value information. Information passes through our eyes. We look at it and we forget about it. So use the opposing person's argument in your own favor, and then you write a conclusion para. Conclusion para is what? Summary of the body plus a concluding statement. What is the concluding statement? For such and such reasons, don't write such and such reasons, write for these reasons, I believe that social media is more harmful than it is beneficial for the society. Clear? Okay. That's basically what I would call an argumentative essay. So a few things to tell you guys. The number of paragraphs you guys are going to have in the body depends on the size of the essay. If the essay is short, maybe 2 paragraphs, maybe 3 paragraphs. If it's long, an essay can have multiple paragraphs. All right? If it's a big essay, for example, 800-word essay, a conclusion can have multiple paragraphs. An introduction can have multiple paragraphs. A body will have many paragraphs. It is possible. So the number of paragraphs and that there are in an essay depends on the size of the essay. I think for 300 words, 350 words, this is around appropriate. Okay. All right. Let's turn this off.